Hello, my name is Andrew Thape from Mines and Money. Delighted to be joined today by Charles Fitzroy, who's the Chief Executive Officer of Bradda Head. Delighted to have you with us today, Charles.
Great to be here, Andrew.
The last time we met, you'd won the mining pitch battle for Best Battery Metals Project at our London event last November. For those who are not familiar with Bradda Head, what makes you sort of stand out from the crowd, and why did investors vote for you in droves that day?
Well, Bradda Head is a unique lithium explorer. We have all our assets within the US. We have three types of assets. So we have lithium clay assets, pegmatite assets, and brine assets, which makes us unique within the small mining sector. We also are very well funded. We've got a very good funding position to be able to do work all our projects this year and develop them all in really good locations. Our Basin project, which is our flagship clay project, and San Domingo, which is our lithium pegmatite district in Arizona, are both located near existing mines or have old mines on them, on the claim blocks. So we're in a very strong location from infrastructure point of view, and also the fact all the assets have mining jurisdictions. And we've got good funding within the US, and we're developing these projects in the US for the US market. And that's the key thing for what Brad is about.
And which stock exchanges are you listed on?
So we listed on AIM in July 2021. We listed on the OTCQB in the US not too long after that. And then November just gone, we listed on the TSXV. We've actually got our opening ceremony this Thursday coming. So Thursday, the 26th of January. So we're looking forward to having that in Toronto. Myself, the chairman, our head of North America, and a few other people are going to be there for the ceremony in person in Toronto.
That sounds absolutely fantastic sort of news. In terms of when I talk to investors, they're also keen to know a little bit more about the management and the background to the management team. Can you first of all just tell us a little bit about your background and how you came to become CEO of Bradda Head?
Well, I'm a geologist. I studied geology at university, and then I spent 5 years in the British Army before leaving the army, and I joined a small exploration drilling company called Energold, where I was part of their team. Looked at a lot of work looking in West Africa and also CIS companies. Then I went back to school, did a master's at Imperial College in basic economic geology before working on Citigroup's metals mining M&A team. Did a brief stint at BlackRock before being a mining analyst at small brokers in London, where I grew their mining franchise. After that, I joined China Moly's corp dev team, worked at China Moly for a couple of years before joining Bradda. I was doing a lot of work when I was at China Moly looking at lithium projects. So I got very excited about the prospect of working for Bradda and listing the company and growing the projects.
Mm-hmm. And your management team, can you just tell us a little about some of the key appointments there?
Yeah, so our largest shareholder and founder of the company is Jim Mellon, who's a very well-known UK billionaire. And Ian Stalker is our chairman. Ian has got a phenomenal background in mining. He spent 30 years in Africa building 12 mines himself. He's very well known in North America, very well known actually throughout the mining world, not just North America. So it's great to have Ian on board. We've got a very strong team in the US too. We've recently added a new member, head of North America, Jerry Wilkins. So he's there helping us drive growth in Arizona. So we've got a very strong team, very strong, supportive board and management, which understand how to grow small companies and return value to shareholders.
You mentioned that Jim Mellon was your biggest shareholder. Can you tell us a little bit about your other key investors?
Yes, so we've got a group out of Australia called Zenith Minerals, who were part of the founders and original guys who found the assets back in 2016. They own about 11% of the company. We also have a few other shareholders who are founders who own about 5% each. But we also have a company called Lithium Royalty Corporation who have 5%, and then Waratah Capital's Electrification and Decarbonisation Fund who have about 7%. So both those two companies are owned by Waratah, and Lithium Royalty Corporation, we actually have a royalty in place of them on our clay assets. So they're very supportive shareholders, you can imagine. And we did a royalty of them, and we've got 2 more royalty payments to come from them when we increase our resources at our clay assets. Because just this year, just gone last week, we added up a second resource update since we've listed the company. So we've added 22% of increase in lithium carbon equivalent tons at our Basin project in Arizona, where we have a 1 to 6 million ton exploration target. So now we have 371,000 tons of lithium carbon equivalent in the ground, which is actually the largest lithium resource in Arizona currently. It's more than our neighbors, just not along the way, Arizona Lithium. So we're very strong, happy about that position. And also, most importantly, it only covers 1.4 square kilometers currently, and we have about 16 square kilometers at the Basin project to explore. So huge resource growth coming. We've drilled at our Basin East claim, we're going to be drilling at our Basin East extension and Basin North claim not too distant future, which all in all, that's about 6 square kilometers. And then we have Basin West extension, where we're permitting now, and that's 11 square kilometers. So you can see the resource growth potential there. So we're very excited about these programs which are coming for the rest of the year, and that's just our clay assets on its own.
And can you tell us a little bit about the pegmatite projects in Arizona?
Yes, this is our San Domingo pegmatite district, where we started a drill program last summer. It started slowly. We had some extreme weather delays, unfortunately, and then we, again, like everyone else in North America, encountered slow lab times. But we're starting to get results through now. We're going to have some assays out within the next 3 to 4 weeks. We're looking forward to those results coming to market, because what we've seen so far is very exciting. We've got some good intercepts, and we're looking forward to getting these results out to market and showing what we have there. And then also at the same time, we are planning a follow-up soil sampling program, where we've done a 3 kilometer square soil sampling program on the claims. We have 23 square kilometers in total, and we're looking forward to that program following up and giving us more targets for a follow-up program later in the year. So huge amount happening at San Domingo, and got a lot of results to come through this year.
Investors are often very keen to know about mining companies' ESG credentials. What are your key ESG credentials?
So we've had a very strong ESG footprint with Bradda Head. As soon as I joined the company, we appointed an ESG officer in Arizona who's from Arizona, understands the local population, local tribes, how to get things done in the area. So he's been very good at our outreach with the local population and local tribes to make sure we're building relationships for the long term. We've set up a community website, which enables us to show the local community what we're up to, gives them an opportunity to give us feedback and tell us if we're doing things the right way or the wrong way. And also we've been outreach to the local tribes to keep them updated what we're up to, make sure everyone's aware of what's happening and what we're doing, and showing that we're putting things back to the way they were before or better than previously. So we're making sure we're a very responsible miner. And we're also putting in place this year, this is the year where we're doing some of the work which we've studied recently. We studied the sort of most important incentives for the local population, what people really care about. And so unsurprisingly, it's water in Arizona. So we're doing some water conservation initiatives this year to help us understand what's required to conserve water and how we can do it better.
Well, thank you very much for your time today, Charles. Delighted to have Bradda Head on Mines and Money TV. We wish you all the best for 2023 and beyond, and look forward to seeing you at our future events. Thank you very much for your time, Charles.
Thanks, Andrew.